little bit of Ruby Blood Burn action in Immortal. Get some wells in here. Necropolis Coins are insane. Like, this card is just like everything Yotul wants to be doing and so much more. Like, this deck's always wanted to play a few more resources than it has in the past. And, like, now you can turn your extra resources into making them lose life. That's pretty good. I think we're just, like, jamming the full 4 coins in here. Maybe not that many Shards of Hatred. Probably a couple of Orc Shards in here, too. Or the Quash Rubble. Get some Arena Regulars going on in here. Quick while it's still bugged. Ah. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. Look at that. Look at that. Chat with the clutch suggestions. Invincible. Yeah, look at that. Crown. Get that crown symbol in there. Oh, and this is... I'll click over to Immortal here. There's our pawn. So at the top here, there's filters for Immortal and non-Immortal, so... Got my altar art Whirling Brutalizers, because this orc chick is ugly. So we're gonna put the altar art Whirling Brutalizer in here. So we have Ghostblade Duelist here. I'm unsure if I like Ghostblade Duelist or we have this new... what is this card called? The new one-drop orc in this new set. Slagamage here, Stalagamage. So this is Diligence, deal 2 damage to an opposing champion. So, like, you have to exhaust this. So, like, when your opponent starts coming up the board, this doesn't do free damage anymore. And you could never trigger the extra damage on Yotul with this most of the time. So, yeah, I guess that's probably out. We have Gorge of the Gore God. Target opposing troop gets -6/-6, deals X damage each opposing champion. I think we're going to start with a few of those, especially with playing a higher resource count to start. So, what else do we want in here? Usually we play a couple of Darkspires. We've got Crackling Bolts. And where are my fireballs at? Probably a couple of Cremates, too. I guess let's flesh out the resources here. This is 8, 11, 13 resources. And this is currently 5, 9 ruby. So I probably want, like, 20 ruby, 21. So I probably want, like, 12 ruby shards. And this is 12, 20, 25. That's probably a correct number of resources. We want some blood infusion devices in here. Man, I'm already over the limit here. It's a lot of cards. Trim a Quash Rubble, go to 20 shards. 24 shards. Put some Burning Tendrils on the board. Casualty of War. What other cards does Yotul usually play on the board? We've got Casualty of War. Probably want a couple of Burns in here. A couple of Emberspire Witches, maybe. A couple of Mindpyre. Cosmic Dragons are right. Nah, you mostly want things that are going to deal damage to your opponent. Like, Casualty of War is just, like, a small concession to, like, Mama Yeti. But in general, you want the cards in your board to be dealing more damage as well. Zap is probably fine. Actually, let's split these. Yeah, let's just like one Zap for now. That's fine. Let's play Let's play the Immortal Q. Is that here? Hex Primal Immortal Q. Play. Burn. Immortal Burn. Ruby's Favor, not good in your opinion. Maybe it's fine. I guess it deals 3. Maybe there should be a couple in the reserves. Depends on how many Dark Heart decks end up in the format, right? What we got here? Deal 5 damage to target troop. Deal damage to target troop with a high cost from an artifact you control. What does that mean? Show equipment. That's weird. So for those of you that are new, you see the cost here has changed. The white background with the black number and the little star here, that means this card is only legal in Immortal, whereas Whirling Brutalizer and Cremate here are also standard legal still. Okay, my opponent joined with the wrong deck, they said. They're conceding. Alright. Maybe they don't know there's a little flag up there. It's good that it says unranked there. Yeah, people that aren't playing in the CCS and like aren't in a rush to climb the ladder, the constructed format will probably mostly be defined to start by the decks that are successful in the first the Swiss portion of the first CCS tournament. So you're going to want to wait and see the results from that before investing in something if you're buying something from nothing. Oh, Immortal Q! You are so slow! People are still mostly playing limited to acquire cards. Alright, we got one. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, that's probably about a minute. I'm so impatient. We're so impatient as a people. Ooh, we get to go first this time too? Keep. Blue Sparrow. Draw a card, then choose and discard a card. Alright, so we're going to play this for blood here so we can play our Darkspire Priest on too. Caught a fish. Fishy, 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 fishy. This is a champion that I'm also very interested in playing, in trying out in decks. In addition to reducing this so it's only double threshold instead of triple threshold, this champion also got +2 starting health, which is pretty huge. This is my first match here. Oh, blood. Okay, some kind of combo deck. I was going to say control deck, but that's definitely a combo card. Oh, was it +3? I thought it was 19 before. Yeah, +3 is even better. 21 starting life is very reasonable. I wonder if there's like a Reanimator style deck where like you use this looting effect to like ditch a card and then use like Rise Again and stuff to get them back. Yotul doesn't care what it is. Yotel's just going to light it on fire. Mind Call. So this reduces... So I put it as playing a combo deck. So that reduces the cost of cards in their hand by 2. So that was a free Naive Lackey, which they had sacrificed to draw a card. Whenever you scrounge, summon 2 Dreadlings. Okay. You gain something for winning an Immortal match. Yes! Every time you win an Immortal match, you collect a Hex Primal Immortal Series Tournament entry ticket. And when you have 20 of those tickets, you will be able to enter the... You will be able to enter the Immortal thing, be able to enter the Immortal tournament that happens every other month. So we're going to cremate this, because I think this is part of whatever kind of combo he's executing here. Real unfortunate that we don't have any resources here. So ping you with that. Attack with this Darkspire. Again, good reason to be playing 24. Oh, I forgot to play the Infusion device. Yeah. The old Naive Lackey just like free cycles with the Hideous conversion out. I like it. I like it. I likey. What you got? This is not good. We're gonna have our 4th turn and our opponent's still not anywhere near dead. It's unfortunate. Death Seeker for free. Okay, you have a 2/1. Oh. That's infinite resources, isn't it? So, the Death Seeker here is scrounged, so Death Cry it goes back to his hand, and it currently costs him 0 resources. So my opponent can generate an arbitrarily large number of resources here. With Hideous Conversion and their free guy. Let's see if they have the rest of whatever combo they're trying to execute in their hand. I think I'm going to need to get a doll out so I can show the doctor where he touched me. This is not about to be pretty. Shroom Saw. We're just hanging out over here with our Ebony Pawns. Opponent casually infinite resources. Absolute powers triples after threshold, right? Which I guess they have now. Ooh, they passed again. I'm disappointed we didn't die here. Yep. All right, let's hit the champ power here. Let's use this Gorge of the Gore God for 1, which hits him for 2. Yeah, that's fine. Take 2. Take 2. Take 2. Burn, baby, burn. And Disco Inferno, dude. This is Hideous Conversion. Sacrifice a troop, gain a resource. Is this it? Is this where we die? Do you have a life siphon to kill us? Man, what sick beats. Yeah, you know what? Let's try and kill him. Let's try and kill him. Dang it, Bobby. So, I killed my own guy because this has a 50% chance of dealing 3 damage to my opponent when it dies. And the other 50% of the time, it goes and gets another copy of itself out of my deck. Alright, he's done on board. No! No, don't look at more cards. Yes! Yes! Nice combo deck, nerd. Oh, I agree. I agree. It was the right line. I'm gonna cut the Cremates and bring in 2 Emberspire Witches, because I feel like he might have some life gain post reserves. That 3-cost face counter. Yeah, maybe like that requires flashing a 3rd threshold. And like it only counters actions is another important thing to keep in mind. Oh, his champ power draws? I guess that's true. Mindpyre's a little slow, though. Play our coins out here. Next turn, go Shard, Arena Regular, and then hopefully the following turn hit another Shard, and then go like Champ Power, Arena Regular, Shard, Infusion Device, just like hit you for infinite. Ding. It's not quite a non-slow Shard. We prefer a non-slow Shard there, but I'll take a slow one. Better than missing. I have 2 Mindpyre, but like a lot of its things don't draw cards. Focus and Change Course don't draw. And like the return on a Mindpyre is really kind of low. Alright, I'm gonna activate that. Play this Arena Regular. Play this Shard. It's unfortunate that we didn't have a non-slow Shard, so we get to play this Infusion Device. So far, our opponent's just dirtled and died. So, you know, sounds like a combo deck. Gonna change course right off the side of a cliff here. The stacks works the same, where you could burn the creature and his face with the X card, and you can stack first response. And so, in Hex, unlike Magic, where what you're talking about happens where if you remove the only target, the rest of the card doesn't resolve. In Hex, it resolves as much as possible. We're going to activate that, play this Infusion Device. Then I'm going to go ahead and play Gorge of the Gore God here, which hits him for 3 total, plus 1 from this. So this, the face damage still goes off even though it lost its target there on the board. Go ahead and hit my opponent down to 1 here. So, at a particular point, that's a feature, not a bug. And, like, it should fizzle if it loses. But it's never worked that way. And if it doesn't work that way now, and it's never worked that way, that's just, like, how the game rules work. And honestly, I think that difference is fine. I think the way it works in Magic, where when a card loses its only target, it doesn't, the rest of it doesn't work. I feel like that's unintuitive. Alright, they've assembled infinite resources here while they are at 1. Remember when we mentioned the 3 extra life? Anyone remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers. While Klutz sits here in combos, I'm gonna go change a diaper, so I'll be right back. So for those that are wondering what just happened, my opponent just played a Harvest of Sorrow, which draws a card for each of your troops that died this turn. So, I believe he now makes infinite Dreadlings, if I understand. Yeah, so he now sacrifices this to return that to his hand, and then he replays it, sacrificing one of these. And, like, every time he plays this, he scrounges, which makes 2 Dreadlings. Then he flips this back into his hand, and then he plays this, scrounging a Dreadling to make 2 Dreadlings. So my opponent has, will generate infinite Dreadlings here. An arbitrarily large number of Dreadlings. When do we start the paper Pokemon? This evening, probably about 7:30 or 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, about 4.5 to 5 hours from now. Well, my opponent has demonstrated a loop, and I'm going to concede here. What turn was that? That was like turn 3 or 4, I think. So one of the things that's important to note here, people talked about Burning Tendrils not working. This is deal 3 damage to target troop and then 2 damage to that troop's controller. So if the troop gets removed, Burning Tendrils does not deal damage to the opponent. Gorge of the Gore God gives target opposing troop -X and then deals X damage to each opposing champion. So this card doesn't depend on the troop like Burning Tendrils does. He also claims he punted the first game. Oh, the Gore God is hungry. All right, let's get dueling. You want this? No? You want this? Oh, Mindpyre. Ha! Yeah, you're right. Yeah, whatever. I guess we should have figured his big combo finish would involve a draw card. It's also faster on the play than on the draw. I wonder if we're gonna miss our 3rd shard again. That would be annoying. Every game. Champ Power. Crackling Bolt you. It's fine. See, if we had Mindpyre, we'd never be able to play it. Would love to run off 2 Ruby Shards here. So we can do this into this and just kill them. Oh, Gorge of the Gore God. Alright, well, we got that going for us. Grab a Ruby here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Champ Power again here. Do this. Do this. Do this. Gorge of the Gore God. Hit this for 1, which does 2 upstairs. Crackling Bolt stops the kill for 1 turn. You're not wrong. It definitely does that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is his turn 4. We missed a resource for 1 turn. Yep. They need 4 troops in their crypt in order to scrounge, which they have 4 troops in their crypt now. Oh no! Okay, that's some resources, I guess. Am I dead, opponent? Am I dead? Don't have the last one. Don't have the last one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, we got combo killed. I'm gonna make him kill me this time. For the sake of YouTube, we're gonna let him actually kill us here. Maybe he'll time out. Yotul too slow. I like how the dreadlings and everything rearrange here as they go back and forth. They're like synchronized dancing. It's like da 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 da. Focus. Focus. I feel like there are more broken things you could do with infinite mana. I mean, like, this card is part of generating infinite mana. Like, when he has the Wicked Web spawn, he doesn't need Mind Call. So he's got, like, he basically has, like, 2 different pieces in his deck here. So, Wicked Web spawn, Deathseeker, Hideous Conversion is infinite resources. And Mind Call, Hideous Conversion, Deathseeker is infinite resources. So, what you're suggesting with the Life Siphon there, you're adding a 4th card to the combo. You're saying, in order to, instead of Wicked Web spawn, you're saying you need Mind Call, Deathseeker, and Hideous Conversion, then a Life Siphon to kill them. With what my opponent's assembled here is a 3-card kill. It's Wicked Web spawn plus Deathseeker plus Hideous Conversion is lethal. Like, all of the things you all are suggesting are adding 4th cards to the combo, which is not very reasonable. Like, why go through the trouble of adding, like, a 4th card to your combo just, like, make the actual comboing aspect a little bit smoother when you're just killing them with a 3-card combo as is? As they get into formation here. No! No! Defeat! We are lifetime defeated in the Immortal queue. Oh no, I've never won a match of Immortal. That means we can only go up from here, right? Actually never won a match, can't possibly get worse, right? This is what the Saheeli combo looks like in Hex, then. We sold it well. 0% Immortal win rate. Yep. And then Titania's Majesty's still banned, right?